With Jeff Hammond, Chris Myers at the Charlotte Coliseum. The next round, we're down to the final four. The NASCAR Nextel Pit Crew Challenge. The 12 team and the 9 team ready to roll inside of 10 seconds, gentlemen. You've made it this far. Good luck. Get ready. Get set. They're off.
And Chris, right now, has been talking about this stop. It really resembles what these guys are used to doing. But you can't have any mistakes. Everybody hustling around, left side up on the 12 car, left side up on the 9 car. Now the race is really on. It looked to me like the 9 car may have won in a head-to-head competition.
That's the way it appeared, a slight edge. They think so.
A lot of high fives down there right now with Jason Gray, Nick O'Donnell, Todd Colburn, that whole group down there for the 9 bunch. And again, they can't have any penalties.
Couple of Dodges battling it out here in this portion of the Final Four. We started with 24 teams. We'll eventually bring you one champion team. Let's check in with Winston Kelly.
The rear tire combination, Kyle Turner to my left, Eric Wakeland, the carrier, to my right. And Kyle, looks like those guys got around to the left side a little bit quicker, but smoothness, the name of the game. You guys busted off a good smooth stop.
Yeah, that's just getting all the lug nuts tight and all your hangs good is the key here. I'm fortunate to have a carrier like Eric that speeds me up even when I'm slow.
Eric Wakeland, talk a little bit about this pit stop versus the other ones. This is back to what you guys are normally used to.
Yeah, we're good under pressure. This floor is hard to get a hold of. It's like kind of dancing around on ice, but you know, we proved we could do it, so here we are. We're going to the next round.
Waiting to make sure there are no penalties. They won last Sunday, hoping to take home the big bacon tonight from Charlotte.
So will it be an all Dodge final? We know that the 9 team is in. Jamie McMurray, the 42 team now, going up against the 01 Chevrolet to determine who will face off in the championship in the inaugural Nextel Pit Crew Challenge. Just a few seconds away, gentlemen. Good luck. You've made it thus far. Get ready. Get set. Here they go.
Right now, Hollywood All-Star on the field group, and Chip Good back on the right, on that left rear. Right rear now back around the left side. They made a clean move, and it looks like right now the 42 got a slight advantage.
Stopwatch in the air was close, but I think you were on it, Jeff. The 42 team just slightly ahead of the 01.
They definitely got around to the left side a little bit quicker than the 01. Not a lot, but that's the difference right now in this type of competition. It's very, very close.
Let's check in with Winston Kelly.
With Scott Myers, the front tire carrier, Steve Wolf, the front tire changer. Scott, first of all, a little bit of a slip, but I tell you what, you bounced back up and put that tire in and indexed it just as quickly as the other team. Tell us about the focus that you needed off of that slick floor.
Once I got back up, I turned around, I looked at it, I took my coach Phil's advice and got set and then nailed it and came back around and didn't let it get to me. It was a good recovery.
It was a good recovery. Steve, when you didn't seem there that you were normally accustomed to, you stayed focused too on that front tire. Did you ever think about where he was?
No, I felt him get tangled up in the hose. I knew he was going to be a little late getting the index there, so I just waited and gave him time to index the tire instead of rushing it.
Thank you, Larry Mack. So 3-second violation on both the 01 and the 42. So they cancel each other out, at least for the 42 team, which does advance to the championship against the 9 team. It's the inaugural NASCAR Nextel Pit Crew Challenge Championship, and this is the title matchup. The 9 team and the 42 team. Inside of 10 seconds, gentlemen. Get ready. Get set. They're off for the title.
You see right now these guys have gotten around the right side of the car real quickly. Right sides are off. Now let's see if we can get around the left side the quickest. The race could be easy between these jackmen. The 42 car guys gets tangled up a little bit, but they got the left sides off. 9 is done quicker.
And the red-hot 9 team of Ray Evernham, Kasey, Khane appears to have won the inaugural Pit Crew Challenge. We'll check for any infractions.
got to check for infractions, plus the fact that it looked like the jack man on the 42 car, Mark Jacobs, may got entangled up in the air hose coming around to the left side and may messed him up just a little bit. But these guys are under a lot of pressure right now. Great job by both of these teams.
This is an all-star event, but where does momentum figure in when Kasey Khane comes off his first win at Richmond last week?
Confidence. That's all it is, my friend.
It trickles all the way down.
It trickles all the way down. We believe in you. You believe in me. You can see right now this team is pumped up as they're watching the NASCAR officials. Let them know whether or not they were penalty free.
Well, I'm here with the jack man for the 9 team, Todd Colburn. Todd, a lot on your shoulders. Not only did you have to get that car up on both sides, it was on these shoulders to make sure you pushed that plunger.
Yeah, last week it was Changer's job to hit the button, and I just kind of looked at it and had a visual on it and kept my eye on it the whole time, plus a little wide-angle vision looking at the guys and 10 tight and hit the button.
We've been talking about it all night. You guys were so solid last Saturday night at Richmond, but you were solid tonight for 4 pit stops.
Yeah, we didn't light the world on fire with times last week. We were just consistent. Every stop, in 1, out 1, in 2, out 1. It was just a great night. Finally got Kasey his first win. It's just been an awesome week for all of us. It's a good team effort.
Well, Todd, go enjoy. Celebrate, buddy. Congratulations.
Kasey Khane was a big winner in Richmond, and his crew big winners here in Charlotte at the Nextel Pit Crew Challenge.
When you take a look right there at Todd Colburn, I think he pretty much sums it up. That jacket that signifies that he's the 2005 NASCAR Nextel Pit Crew Challenge winner. I mean, he is an all-star in his own right, but today they just capped it off by not only bringing home the money, but they brought home a lot of hardware to go along with it.
Jeff, I'm with the captain of this 9 ship, Tommy Baldwin. How about these boys tonight? 4 stops, solid as a rock.
I mean, just like Saturday night at Richmond, they're on a roll, and we just got to keep this momentum going.
And the crowd goes wild!
I'm real proud of these guys. I mean, like I said earlier, they made some changes. We made some changes a couple weeks ago, and it's paying off now.
And I was talking to your pit crew coach, and I don't think anyone realizes. They think these guys just go to pit road on Sunday, change tires about 8 or 9 times, go home and forget about it the next week, and it's far from that.
Nah, it's not even close. These guys put a lot of effort, over 2 hours a day into show everybody, show the world what they were made of, and tonight proved how hard they work, and here they are. This is for the guys. It has nothing to do with the crew chief, it has nothing to do with the owner, it has nothing to do with the driver. We supplied everything for them, but they put on the show tonight, and this is what these kind of competitions are about.
And you know what, guys? I could not put it better, because they definitely put a show on tonight.
A day for Dodge and their pit crews. It is a team race, and we saw that, and pretty impressive for that 9 team. It's not like they've worked together for a lot of years, but they came through in this inaugural event.
Well, I think Tommy Baldwin kind of summed it up by saying, hey, we made some changes on this crew, and we knew we had to get better if we wanted to win races. They proved that out in Richmond a week ago. Then they come in here and go against the best of the best, Chris, and are able to hold up underneath the pressure and bring home a huge win for Ray Evernham and his whole entire crew led by Tommy Baldwin. I think it speaks volumes that these guys are not only ready to go win more races, but possibly to challenge for a championship.
So a lot of great hustle and great effort tonight, including our floor reporters down on pit road. And Larry McReynolds, let's get some final thoughts.
Well, Chris, I've been excited to be here tonight because I've been on the crusade for a number of years as a crew chief and now a broadcaster, just to help the fan realize how much of a team sport this really is. Yeah, it's about drivers, it's about horsepower, it's about aerodynamics, but it's about the guys in the trenches. And it's those 8 guys that did these pit stops tonight. And I'm just proud that as I was a part of this first annual Nextel All-Star Pit Crew Challenge presented by Motorola. It was exciting from the drop of the green flag about 2.5 hours ago.
And Larry Mack, I could say just about the same thing. Ditto. Working down on pit road each and every weekend, one of the things that excites me is watch these guys go over the wall, and when you see them bust off a good pit stop, give each other high fives, that's what it's all about for those of us who work on pit road. We said at the top of the show it was going to be about athleticism. We saw that. The guys that did go down, that were able to pop back up and still complete their stop. The guys that were able to pick them up and put them down, running down to the end of the Coliseum and pushing it those 40 yards. And at the end, It turned out to be a combination of athleticism and smoothness that took it home for the Dodge Dealers Dodge team of Kasey, Khane, Tommy Baldwin, and the number 9 crew. And I'm like you. I'm looking forward already to 2006.
It was a lot of fun watching the guys who helped to put those drivers, those headline drivers, in victory lane. You know, people out there, they could say, hey, I might want to be a Jackman, a Gasman. I might want to be a part of a winning NASCAR Nextel Cup team.
Well, we've been talking about it all night long. If you're an athlete, if you've been a former athlete, if your heart is where it needs to be and you're willing to work hard at it, these young men tonight, I think, showed exactly how important it is to be a pit crew member. You can come and you can try to be one if you so choose. And I mean, it's very, very rewarding. And I think these guys tonight summed it all up. They had a good time. They won some money, but they also made a point to one another that they have a lot of respect amongst this entire group that was here tonight. And it was real exciting to watch.
When this day started, we talked about some of the crew members with bragging rights and some side wagers and that type of thing. It was nice to see the drivers that were out here, including Kasey Khane, to support his group. He's riding the hot streak, and I think that'll give him a lot of confidence, too, knowing, in fact, he can brag about his team.
He can brag about his team. They can brag about their driver. And again, when we go into this race this weekend, what better way to go in than feeling like you're on an emotional high, knowing that, hey, I got a winner driving this car, and we're winners pitting it. So, I mean, it just kind of speaks for the whole team.
For Jeff Hammond, Larry McReynolds, and Winston Kelly, I'm Chris Myers. For our entire production crew and all of you watching, thanks for being a part of the inaugural NASCAR Nextel Pit Crew Challenge. This has been presented by Motorola. Motorola, shaping the lines of communication.